Hi guys, welcome to again PySpark certification and interview question part 8. Thank you guys for like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Very good morning everyone. Before we go ahead, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon and check the notification on coming video. Also, I like inform you guys that we have the launch a complete YouTube channel to complete course certification interview question related to PySpark. Prerequisite of this course, please watch my previous video playlist from Seva Study YouTube channel. Okay guys, agenda for this session, we will cover what is function, how to create and call a function, how to turn Python function into PySpark function, what is UDF user defined function in PySpark, create PySpark user defined function, how to pass function to PySpark, and last is live demo. What is function? Function is a block of code which only run when it is called. Use function, you can pass data, parameters and functions, can return data as a result. Function taking some input, manipulating the input and return a output. As you already know, Python give you many inbuilt functions like prints, but you can also create your own function. These functions are called user defined function. Create next part is how to create and call a function. If you create a function using the diff keyword in a Python and then colon mark as end of the function, such as def seva function, and print please like and subscribe Seva study channel. This is a function created that. And how to call function? Calling a function, call a function, use function names such as def seva function. We have the created a print statements and call function name seva function. And one most important things in a function that UDF user defined function are most expensive operation. It is most expensive operation, hence use them only you have no choice and when necessary, because it is more expensive operation. Next, how to turn Python function into PySpark function. It is a simple problem statement. Python function that iterate over my data. Python function that iterate over my data, but going through each rows in the data frame. take several days. If I have a compute cluster, if I have used a compute cluster with many nodes, how can I distribute this through the PySpark function, through this Python function in PySpark to speed up this process. Maybe cut the total time down less than few hours. If you use Python, then it is taking to several days. If you use convert to Python function in PySpark, then it is taken less time in few hours, because PySpark is computed cluster when with multiple nodes. What is UDF, user defined function, in PySpark? User defined function are used to extend the function of the framework and reuse these function on multiple data frames. Given one example, simple example, you wanted to convert every first letter on a word in the name string a capital letter. PySpark built-in function don't have this function, hence you can create a user defined function and reuse this as needed on many data frames. UDF are once you created, they can be reused on several data frames and SQL expression, such that a simple scenario name Arun Gupta, Seva Studies, Kavya Gupta. We have the user defined function, we have the convert, it is first letter. Arun started A is the small letter and it is capital letter. Seva, it is Seva is small letter, it is convert to capital letter. Kavya, K small letter and convert to K capital letter. I will be also same give the demo, that's it. And most important things in UDF, user defined function, when you create user defined function, you need to design them very carefully, otherwise you will come across optimization performance issue. Create a user defined function. PySpark user defined function is that used to create a reusable function in Spark. Once UDF created, then can be reused on multiple data frames and SQL after registering then your UDF, user defined function. This default type of the UDF methods. First we have the create a Python function diff convert case string and split your input data, and then we have the provide the every for loop for each iteration, and then we have the convert upper method, we have the convert uppercase small to upper, and you can use UDF method for the PySpark, you can convert Python function to PySpark. And lambda expression, we have the use convert case, we have the call the function of the, we have the created function Python function and call to PySpark. And same we have the call the select statement through the PySpark data frame. Pass function to PySpark. PySpark API required to pass function to driver programs, so that if you will be execute on the distributed cluster, there are three ways to pass function to PySpark. One is lambda expression, second is local diffs inside the function calling into Spark, and third and last top level function in a module. First, lambda expression. Lambda expression in the PySpark are simple function that can be written a expression. The word lambda expression also know that it is written to expression. Example, let us say you are trying to replace all the none value in the each row in RDD source with empty string. In this case, you can use list comprehension something like below. RDD output equal to RDD source. We have the provide source RDD dot map function basically use one-to-one mapping, and lambda expression is you read by one rows. That's or if R is not null, else we have the if and else operation are in row. Secondly, local diff inside the function calling into Spark. For longer code, you can create local function and call it Spark RDD and action. Third and last, top level function in a module. Top level function that we have to create one function call to another function. It is possible to reference top level function module function can be used to carry out the particular task. Example, if we create a new nested function and call the main function, nested function call to main function, the map inside the reference function method of the nested function inside, so the whole object need to be sent to a cluster. Class temp class, first we have to create a class and then we have to create nested function self reference of the your function and return yes. Then again we have to create another function, main function, self and RDD. Here the given example that class temp class and then diff nested function self comma x return x plus 1. Then create another function diff main self comma x return self nested. You can call first function use self dot nested of x plus 1, and we have the use this function to throw the PySpark. We have the create first data frame and we have the data frame value 1 2 3 and column name x, Spark created data frame, and then we have the call above function through the UDF main function and integer type value. With column we have the create a new column, use method with column methods. X user defined function, and then we have the pass the x value and we have the show the output. First we have the x value 1 2 3 and output is 3 4 5. First we have the function, we have the provide 1, then return 1 plus 1 return 2, and it is 2 output, return 2 output value used for the main function. We have the added 2 plus 1 3. Same we have the process that we have the use top level function in module. Let's using the Google Colab IDE for demo purpose. Let's go to Google Colab. Then first example that we have the create df seva function and print call to print method. We have run it take time, that's run df seva function and print this and create function and then calling function. We have the function name, we have the put up and return hello, please like and subscribe Seva study channel. Then next is a demo that PySpark UDF user defined function. First install pip install PySpark. It is installed to dependency of the all library and SQL module. Create Spark session will be entry point of the Spark API. And then we import PySpark from PySpark.sql import SQL session. The main function we have the UDF PySpark.sql.function import column and UDF. This is main function. You can, if you create any user defined function, we have the call this function. PySpark SQL type string type and then import Spark session and create Spark session and Spark contents. First we have the create a data frame. Arun Gupta, Seva and Kavya. We have execute then return Arun Gupta, Seva study and Kavya Gupta. It is data frame. We have the create data frame. Then create a Python function. First step we have the create Python function method you want to register on PySpark. First we have the create a Python function. Create Python function diff convert case. We have the pass string value. Res string we have the provide the null. Array string dot split method split your input data, and then we have the for loop read one by one, and res plus we have the pass the value one column dot upper and length of the your len is the provide length of the your column data there, rows data, and return resstr. We have the create first we have the create Python function, then second step register Python function into PySpark, then convert Python function to PySpark UDF. You can use user defined function. I have already explained python.sql.function.import call UDF. This function called to convert Python function to PySpark. Then convert UDF equal to UDF. We have the lambda expression. Z is equal to convert case Z. We have the pass the convert case function already created. Python function. We have the call here. And next, using Python, using PySpark data frame select, we have the use convert case, convert UDF function. We have the provide the column name, alias as name, and then we have the return to output. That's and then third step, using UDF function into data frame with column. With column we have the first column name, and we have the with column we have the create another column current name, and use uppercase UDF is already defined here, and we have the call the column name, then we have the return. It is small letter, that's, and it is capital letter. We have the small letter convert to capital. Then for register to PySpark UDF use SQL. How to use UDF function in data frame, and next 4 is how to use UDF function in SQL. Using UDF in SQL. First we have the Spark UDF dot register convert UDF convert case string. Then Spark create and replace temp view. It is created for the temporary tables. That's it. It is table name is Seva. Then Spark dot SQL select sequence number and convert UDF function already created. You can pass the column name as a name from the Seva table. So we have the put the results, and we have the like Arun, we have this operation for the where condition, not null and convert like operator through the like operator, and column name Arun, Gupta, Seva, and Kavya, and none. And then we have the it is data frame, and convert null value to capital letter. That's it. First is null value, and is you can provide the name is not null, then give the output not return null value. And one another method that we have the use convert column uppercase in PySpark, use upper method function, and use convert column lowercase PySpark lower function, and convert column title such that the Arun we have the A capital letter through the PySpark init camp function. First we have the PySpark.sql function import upper call, and select upper call. You can provide the name, that so it is small letter, and upper we have the call use upper function, then it is used return to capital letter. Same we have used lower function, then we have the convert capital letter to lower. And last we have the use init cap method. We have the return one is first starting letter to small letter to capital letter, and lambda expression. First we have the create Spark session builder and up name that we have the create already. Then we have the provide created data Arun, Gupta, Seva, and Kavya. Then convert to parallelize data. Then we have the use map function, basically used to one by one return. We have the rdd to rdd dot map lambda x. It is the input data, and we have the dot one and for each element in rdd.collect we return the output print element Arun and then comma 1. X is the input Arun and everyone we have the one by one we have the put the comma 1 and comma 1 comma 1 comma 1. That's it. Then top level function in module we have the create two types. First we have the first created first nested function, then main function. You can multiple way you can create it. That you can also be have the class temp class, we have the nested function and return x plus 1. Then create another function used for the first function out input data output data to second function input data. Same we have the create data frame and then use for the main function and create new column and use main function. It is provide the one value 1 plus 1 is provide the 2 is output value and these output value it is next function is the input value. That's 2 and plus 1 return 3 and then pass 2 plus 1 3 and 3 plus 1 is equal to 4 and 3 plus 1 is equal to 4 and 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. These are the output. Here we same the whole function we have the you can use for the everything is single place. That's it. Thank you team. Thanks for watching and please like and subscribe to my channel. We are good to exist our session. I hope I am able to provide you something new to learn. Thanks you watching and subscribe to my Seva Study channel. Please provide your feedback in the comment section. Please like and share if you have liked this video. Thank you. Happy learning.